What's up YouTube? Dan here from DansTube.TV, and today I have a brand new app review for you guys, and it's on the newly released application PewDiePie Legend of the Brofist, available on both Android and iOS devices. This app is retailing for $6.99 in my local app store, but that price will vary. PewDiePie has a massive following on YouTube, so anything that he releases into the app store or puts his name behind would undoubtedly get thousands of dollars, thousands of downloads, and heaps of thumbs up and 5-star ratings. But I'm really happy to announce that they have put so much effort into this app. This is a really fun adventure app with lots of great humor behind it, interesting locations, and intuitive gameplay controls. Very simple to pick up, and a lot to unlock along the way as well. I love the YouTube comedy throughout this, and if you're a big YouTuber or a fan of YouTube, then you're going to love all of the random comedy, achievements, all the different unlockables, and all of the other YouTubers that are involved in this as well. All of them have lent their voices to this application here. You've got PewDiePie, you've got his girlfriend, and you've got a few other interesting YouTubers that have lended their voice to this app here. The little cutscenes are quirky and funny, but they're not too overplayed. They're quite short, and then you get straight back into the action. So far, I've played for 2 hours, and I've unlocked pretty much every level now. Unfortunately, I feel like $6.99 is a little too overpriced. I would have loved to have seen a 99-cent price tag attached to this app here. I'm sure a lot of development's gone into it though, and obviously everyone has to be paid for this, but I just feel like the fans are kind of getting done over here because they're going to make thousands if not millions of dollars off this release, and I would have loved to have seen a little bit more of a reasonable price on this. It is great to get into a side-scrolling adventure game with a classic twist, but with a modern day twist as well. So you've got all of the great humor that we would expect from PewDiePie, we've got some amazing adventures, some great cameos, and just a well-rounded adventure game in my opinion. This is a 2D platformer in the palm of your hands, simplistic touchscreen controls, and it works really well on a tablet as well as an iPhone as well, which is what I'm playing on currently. But like I said, it's available on Android, so let me know the experience on other Android devices out there. Along the way, you have to collect bro coins, and this allows you to unlock different characters, attacks, and defenses as well, and these are all really fun. Each character has a different set of defenses or a different set of attacks, and they're all kind of unique in their own way. They have little kind of companions that travel behind them, like PewDiePie has his pugs. Some of the other YouTubers also have some other companions that follow them as well. It's amazing to see that he's done a South Park episode, or he did 2 episodes, and now he's got a really well developed application on the App Store that is a hit at the moment. It was #1 in pretty much every App Store on its release, just from the power of the bros. So that was really awesome to see, and it seems like people are really enjoying it. There's been positive comments throughout. The only thing would be the price that I've seen so far that people are not liking. You are spending quite a lot of money, so you want a lot of playback value and a lot of interesting elements that keep drawing you back. I'd love to see expansions on this game from the developer themselves. That would be really awesome. They've got the groundwork there, they've got all the characters, they've got those beautiful visuals, so I would love to see an expansion, which hopefully with the success of the release so far, we could expect an expansion in the couple of months after release, I guess. But obviously that's no guarantee right now. This is a great platformer, so I'd love to see some more in the future. Awesome job by the developer, and it's great to see all of the YouTubers have put their voices to this game, and they've invested a lot of time to make sure that all the little fine details are polished and it runs really smoothly. You get to unlock a variety of different YouTube stars, and like I said, all of their voices are in the game, which is a really nice touch. And then on top of that, you get some interesting boss fights, and these are quite challenging. The game is actually quite challenging as well. It's got that basic platforming mechanic behind it, very easy to pick up, and most people will know how to play it, but it is quite challenging. There's a lot going on the screen. You get some really fun boss fights against the barrels, against the T-Rex oddly enough, and Slender Man makes an appearance as well, and there's a few other really interesting experiences and kind of adventures throughout this game here. There is some playback value to this game. You have different difficulties embedded into each level, so that allows you to kind of progress through, get used to the mechanics, and then come back and attack it as a hardcore gamer, and that was definitely challenging and fun for me. You can challenge your friends in the survival arena, and then you can brag about your score on Facebook So there's a nice element of community to this game as well, and that's quite social, which is definitely something that's going to get people more and more involved. There is also heaps of different secrets to unlock along the way, and there's some great music behind this game as well. So overall, as a package, this platformer is top-notch. They've done a great job with it. It's really well designed, beautiful design to it. I love the visuals of this. I love the music, like I mentioned. The gameplay mechanics are easy to pick up. All of the fights that you get to experience, the boss fights, the normal fights, and everything, even just the dialogue throughout the game is pretty well done. So it's a nicely packaged game, but the only thing that's a downside at the moment is I'm worried about how much time we're going to get out of this game. I would love to see expansions, and the price. If they're going to make us pay that much money, I would expect definitely a lot more levels for what you're spending on this. If you are a fan of PewDiePie, or you enjoy the YouTube community, the gaming community I guess, or you love platformers, then this is a must-have. It's really fun, really well done, and definitely got to commend the developers on this one. Beautiful design and easy to pick up and play. I also think that it's great that this game was released on Android and iOS at the same time. I really am getting over the fact that Android lagged behind. It's unfair on all of those Android users out there. There is definitely a lot of time in Android development because there are so many different phones, and I understand that, but definitely just hold off and release a worldwide game for both the Android and the iOS market. iOS seem to have that pull normally, but this time we got both of them together, and this is going to stay at #1 for a long time. I can guarantee you that. The amount of power that PewDiePie has, and all of his YouTube friends, they just have to occasionally promote it, and it will bump back up. This is a fantastic little application here, guys. I would love to know what you think in the comments below. Please make sure to have a fantastic day. Subscribe if you haven't already to DansTube.TV, and peace out.